All right, y'all, here's the moment that everybody's been talking about. Let's call a spade here. JD Vance has negative charisma. He has the charisma of a dirty diaper. Listening to him talk is like watching paint dry. I mean, this guy is bad. I'm talking really bad. And you know what? The Republican voters are used to being entertained by Trump. Trump is a fucking entertaining guy. He's got his own unique charisma. He's got his own way of talking that holds everybody's attention. He says bombastic things, and he's putting on a show, right? Now, they made this pick of J.D. Vance when they were flying high. That's when they made this pick. When they thought Biden's going to stay in. He can't talk. We're going to crush him. They just tried to assassinate Trump, and he survived it. Looked like a badass when he put his arm up, right, with the blood coming down his face. They made this pick when they thought, we can't lose. And Trump was listening to Don Jr. and Eric, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, Uday and Kusei Trump. So apparently they yelled at him because Trump wanted to pick Burgum, and they were like, no, you're picking J.D. Vance. Well, now there are reports that Trump has genuine buyer's remorse, and he might even think of switching out Vance. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. So how did it get this bad? Well, I'll show you one of the very famous moments that just popped up. Which led to everybody to groan and roll their eyes and go, wow, this guy's horrible. Listen to this.
It is the weirdest thing to me. Democrats say that it is racist to believe, well, they say it's racist to do anything. I had a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday and one today. I'm sure they're going to call that racist too, but it's good. I love you guys. But
they call it racist. The Democrats call anything racist. They'd call Diet Mountain Dew racist. And the audience is like, ha ha, ha ha. He's like, ha ha, ha ha. Oh my God. Oh my God. What does this remind you of, y'all? Here, I'll refresh your memory a little bit. Here we go.
It is the weirdest thing to me. Democrats say that it is racist to believe, well, they say it's racist to do anything. I had a Diet Mountain Dew yesterday and one today. I'm sure they're going to call that racist too, but it's good. I love you guys. But
I think the next president needs to be a lot quieter, but send a signal that we're prepared to act in the national security interests of this country, to get back in the business of creating a more peaceful world. Please clap.
So look, here's the bottom line about J.D. Vance, bro. He's too weird. He's too weird. He's too weird, and the other big problem for him is he's way too online, bro. This was actually DeSantis's unbecoming too. Now, DeSantis also had other problems, you know. He was a big fish in a small pond. So, you know, he was doing well in Florida. He won big time during what was supposed to be a red wave, but it wasn't. But he held his end of the red wave. And so he kind of collapsed. But one of his big problems was he was just way too online. Way too online. He had fucking like weird groypers working for him, making memes of him being like a Nazi as if it was based. And this is which, by the way, there was a story that J.D. Vance unfollowed like this big white nationalist guy who he apparently was following for a while. He unfollowed him after the day after he got the VP pick. Because I guess people were going through his follows and they were like, oh, who the fuck is this that you're following? And then he unfollowed him. He's way too online, bro. By the way, did you know he converted to Catholicism as an adult? I'm sorry, but it's true. The adult converts are the fucking weirdest, right? I always say it's one thing if you're raised in it and you just view, you know, whatever the religion is as sort of part of your identity by default. You know, like I was raised Catholic, so if I didn't officially become an atheist, if somebody asked me however many years, yeah, I guess I'm a Catholic, I'm raised Catholic, right? We could go to church once a fucking year, whatever the fuck. It's just it's kind of like the same thing as when somebody asks, where are you from? You say, I'm an American. It's just like a default identity. This is where I'm from. I was born here. I was born to a Catholic family. I'm Catholic, right? If you decide as a grown-ass man, I'm going to throw in with this fucking cult, what is it about Catholicism that made you go, yeah, I'm going to go in that direction? Is it the old men dressed like wizards, wearing dresses, pretending like they have a direct line to God? Was that a big selling point for you? Was it the fucking anti-abortion rhetoric? Is that what it was? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? He's just weird, bro. He's just weird. And his negative charisma is killing him. It's killing him. So apparently it was Don Jr., Eric, and even maybe Tucker Carlson that had influence on Trump to go in this direction. And I think the reason why Trump ultimately gave in is because J.D. Vance was also out there saying, I would have done what Mike Pence didn't do. Like, I would have followed through with that. He also used to be very anti-Trump, then had the come to Jesus moment. And that's the other thing. This is the biggest point. If you take one thing away about J.D. Vance, it's this. Forget just the religious transition in adulthood. Never, ever, 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 ever trust somebody who does a full 180 on their politics as a grown-ass person. J.D. Vance was what? 37, 38? When he had a total transition on all of his political beliefs. Remember, he was massively anti-Trump. He was a voice that was commonly on like CNN and mainstream media shitting on Trump, calling him America's Hitler, saying I'm going to vote third party because he's unhinged and I don't like him. Total fucking 180. It's one thing if as an adult, this is common. If you're an adult, there's maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 issues where you say, you know what? I looked more into that and I evolved. I don't believe what I used to believe on that anymore. That's one thing. That's perfectly fine. That's called maturing. It's a totally separate thing. When you hop from political identity to political identity, like you're switching religions or like you're switching a fucking sports team that you root for. You can't tell me that on the list of 38 political issues, yeah, I changed my mind on all 38 of them. And by the way, I'm 38 years old. That's not a thing. If you're doing that, you're either genuinely unbalanced. Like you kind of have like a cult sheep type mind. It's either that or you're a liar and you're a careerist and you're an opportunist. And that's why you're doing it. You're trying to get a leg up. You're trying to get ahead. And the way to do that, you said, is, hey, I have to transition now. Right? And that's what he is. That's what he is. He realized, I can go somewhere if I pretend to hop on this guy's nuts and be with him 100%. And that's what he did. Never trust people like ever. It's the fucking Dave Rubin thing. It's the Tulsi Gabbard thing. It's the Russell Brand thing. It's like, really? So you woke up one day in your fucking 40s and you were like, I was wrong about absolutely everything I ever believed. Like, Jesus Christ. What loser shit, man. Loser shit. So there you go. Mr. Please Clap. This one's Mr. Please Laugh. Oh, you guys are great. Well, you're not. And you know who wants to fucking knock out his sons right now is Donald Trump. The big guy is not happy. If there's one thing Trump knows, it's entertainment. It's charisma. And he's taking one look at you right now and he's going, what the fuck have I done, bro? What have I done? Can you imagine a debate between Tim Walz and J.D. Vance? Oh, it'd be a historic bloodbath, bro. Oh, please make that happen. Kamala, pick Tim Walz. Please, for the love of God, pick Tim Walz. Please. So anyway, there you have it. Embarrassing. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.